work at 8, we get off at 5. When those times happen, we get to work 8, we get off at 7. And it was a long day. So when I moved into Kingston, I was staying by at a little, people call it here shelter, the Salvation Army place. You had a rent, you had to pay a rent per night. And in those days, a long time, I paid 4 shillings a night. And the only thing they provided there was a place to sleep. You got left at a certain hour, you had to get in before like 9 or 10 because it was closed. Otherwise, you had to ring some bell to get somebody to get you in. I was there at this job for from 7th January until end of December. In January 71, the last school that I went, they had a vacancy for teaching. And the principal sent a telegram to me telling me she has a vacancy, I should come home. So I came back home, went back home to Tranquility and Portland. In fact, I was in Kingston. Spent that time, went back home to Kingston, to Tranquility, Portland, and I got myself a pre-trained teacher job. Those days was very exciting for me. I think I still remember getting it was about $79. It was about $79 for the month.
For the month?
Yeah. Well, it kind of, it was, to me, it was a lot of money then.
Yeah.
When I started working there, I would go every day until I finally figured out, the principal said I could stay at her place. So I stayed she had an extra room, I stayed there. I paid her a certain amount of money for meals. And then I went home on Fridays, came back home on Mondays, stayed for the rest of the week. For the rest of from September until, from January rather, until end of the year. Well, that was 70. 70, towards the end of the year, I applied for Teachers College. And I passed the exam. To pass the Teachers College exam, you got to do a composition, you got to do some intelligence tests, you got to do some verbal reasoning, you got to do maths, you got to English. It's a full day. Fortunately for me, I got through. I went into college. In September 1971, I went to Michael College. I spent 2 years there, got a teacher's certificate.
Where is that at?
That's in Kingston. Kingston, Jamaica. It's on Marasca Road. It's a co-educational institution where people were given a choice of doing elementary or high school. Basically what we call it was primary or high school. And so, if you since I didn't have any GCE, General Certificate Education exams, usually you get that by going to high school, finish up and taking these exams. They're really externals. The GCE exam is an exam that is sent down. You go to school for 5 years if you go to high school. At the end of the 5 years, you need to pay for those subjects, okay? Pay for them, pay entry fee, and pay for them individually. And then somewhere between May and June, you sit the exams. You have no clues marking the paper. You just get an exam, do what you have to do, write the paper, send the results, send the paper to England. You either go to London or papers went to England, either GCE London or GCE Cambridge. Cambridge was more for high school. If you didn't go to high school, but you could go by way of a private, it's like, I didn't go to high school, but I can do evening school. And you do it kind of on your own. So you can do the London exam. And so you're sent for them. And so for those students who came to college with their high school and their O-levels, many of them went on to do the teacher training for high schools or higher secondary. And then we had primary or elementary, and I did elementary teaching. That was 71, 74, 73, 74, I did a year internship I stayed in Kingston, in Jonestown, which was one of the political areas. You go in today and there's large school buildings. It's pretty much an inner city. So it's a lot of students, it's noisy, it's you're not sure what's going to happen. Maybe you're at school one day, you heard pow pow down the road, and everybody keep running, students run out of school. It gets crazy, and teachers sometimes they lock the door. You see all kind of people running in your school property trying to hide people away. There's some political strife, something going on.
See, something was always happening, huh?
Something is always happening in that area. And so I did a 1-year internship. I was successful.
Did you know anybody that got hurt seriously or killed?
No. I heard about some, well, students would tell me about some people who were connected to them, but I didn't know anybody who got really killed, who got involved. I finished college, an internship in 74, graduated with a certificate, teacher's certificate. And then I went back to teach in another area not too far away from that one, which is one of those other inner cities area. It's pretty political. It's a couple of things I remember about at school. When we went to the school was kind of new. That year, I think there must have been about 6 to 8 of us who came on staff were just finished internship. So the principal had a brand new staff in a way. And we were destined to bring that school together. It's in a community where you had a lot of students. So, I ended up teaching grade 6. In order to get those students to come to school, we had to do a lot of stuff. Some of the teachers got involved in 4-H clubs, some got in scouts, they got in all kind of uniform groups just to bring the school and the students together.
Did it work?
Yeah, did a lot of good work. The attendance at the school rose, the annual examination for the school, they got good report. The school started playing in cricket, even though we didn't have much space, but we could borrow somebody's field. And the girls played volleyball. Yeah, we didn't have any we don't have baseball, we don't have then, and we didn't have any basketball. It's really cricket and volley and netball for the girls.
So what do you think the secret of all that improvement was?
The improvement was due to the fact that all of us together started recognizing that the school is in a good location, students are important, and if we put all we can in it and show them that we care, then it could happen. And the students started realizing that we cared for them. It wasn't that we just run in and run out. We were there for them, came at early morning, we had devotions, got them to school. Many of them used to come late. School's supposed to begin at 9, sometimes 9:30, 10 o'clock, they're still drifting. And the teachers started, the principal, since it was okay, started instituting some kind of corporal punishment, clap them in the hands if you come late. And to be honest, after about a year, maybe 6 months of it stopped. School began at 8 o'clock, 9 o'clock. By 9:30, we didn't have any stragglers. Students were all there.
You said you had devotions in school?
Yep. Every morning, Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, we have at least 30 minutes of devotion. Students sing songs and read the scripture. Somebody gives some kind of explanation. Then the principal or his or her designee had some announcements for the day. They would make announcements. For example, they would want to talk about the houses, who got the most points, to talk about the classroom, which classroom was the cleanest. They want to talk about people who got special honors. So especially on Mondays, all of those things would take time to do that. And we went on like that. And because we're in this volatile area, I remember one day I used to walk to school. I was not living too far away, I'd walk. We don't have any school bus system there. Students got to walk or take the regular bus. A lot of these